Well, Marcus, well, congratulations on completing the London Marathon. It must have been quite an experience.
It was great. It was a fantastic day. The atmosphere was brilliant. I've never watched it live. I mean, being at the event, I've seen it on TV, but it was as good as I thought it would be. Weather was great. One or two interesting costumes on the way around. I think there's still one guy running now. Well, not running, crawling. He's dressed as a gorilla. I think he's on about 20 miles. I think so. Yeah, he might finish today. Who knows?
Were you pleased with your time?
A little bit disappointed. I wanted to get under 4 hours, but I was pleased that I got through it, because the last probably from 70 miles onwards was quite tough. It wasn't tough in stamina in terms of out of breath all the time. It was tough because my body was just breaking down each mile, and you were getting stiffer and stiffer. Different parts of your body were aching as the miles went on. So it was great. Yeah, I think if I did it again, I'd start in a pen closer to the start line, whereas I was in the last pen 9. So that's all part of experience, I suppose. So
a lot of people have started well before you, so you do it in stages.
Well, there's about 30,000 people started before me, yeah. So I think the race obviously starts at 10 o'clock. I got through the line at about 20 to 11, so it took me 40 minutes to actually get to the line. We were walking a lot, so but like I say, it's all part of the experience. It's great, in hindsight I'd like to have started closer to the line, but that wasn't to be. The occasion was great, and I'm just glad I got through it, because towards the end of the race, with miles and meters to go, there was people pulling up and struggling to get to the line, even though they were so close to it. So looking back, I think I'm just happy to get over, if I'm honest with you.
What was the camaraderie like in the group? I mean, do you get encouragement from the people watching, from the other runners as well?
I mean, from the people running, yeah. Sorry, from the people watching, there was loads of encouragement. People handing out sweets, people handing out bananas on the side, just to try and keep your energy. I never touched any of it, because you just don't know what people are giving you. But I'm sure there was people that managed to take some sweets off some of the spectators, and bananas or whatever they were giving out. In terms of speaking to people, no, because I wasn't running with people the same pace as me. I was kind of overtaking people for the first 10, 15 miles. And then towards the end, when I got to the groups that were running about my pace, I was too tired to talk, if I'm honest with you. So it was just a case of getting my head down, taking the atmosphere in. And the atmosphere got louder and more party-like towards the end, I suppose. So, yeah, it was tough for me to kind of talk to people on the way. I find it very difficult talking when you're running, if I'm honest, because generally at the start that might happen because you're all enthusiastic, you still got your energy levels, but towards the end you're just trying to save all your energy to get over the line.
Did you see any of the elite athletes? I mean, there was pictures on television of runners going one way and elite athletes
No,
going the
didn't
other
see
way.
any.
You didn't?
No, didn't see any. There was a stage, I don't know London that well, so there was a stage where we were running one way and there was athletes running down the other side of the road back towards, but those guys were on, or women as well, were on probably about mile 20 it was, and I was coming around mile 14, so I knew that I had to come back that way in 6 or 7 miles time, so we were going out to come back on ourselves, and they were running at some pace. I was hoping I might have seen Luke in that group as you're coming down, because you're on that section of the marathon for about a mile, so to look the other way and see who's coming down is quite hard to do. But I did look out for him, but I didn't see him, of course. But he started off in pen 4, which was near the front, and I was in pen 9. So I didn't see him. I think he'd done it at a really good time, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Luke done it in, so it's a great achievement for someone. He's a fit guy, by the way. You know, he used to be a rower, as we know. So good on him.
Just a word about your wife, Louise. I mean, she completed it as well.
Yeah. Louise done it, so she done it in about 5 hours.
It was a Stewart family double.
Yeah, it was great. Let's say it's a bit easier for me to do, I suppose, because I've had a whole career of being an athlete of some sort. So the training came pretty easy to me. Not easy, but I didn't find it, apart from the longer runs, you know, the 18, 20, 22 miles. I found the rest of it pretty easy. If I'm honest with you, I didn't get any real injuries. It was just a case of looking after my body, getting the right massages, getting the right recovery. But you know, I always take it for granted of what I used to do, and you know, the amount of miles I used to run every weekend during training. So my body was kind of not built for it, but had a head start. Whereas, you know, a lot of people like Louise aren't used to doing the sorts of miles I've done in the past. So, you know, injury had an effect on her run, but she got through it. She's determined, so it's great.
And your final total you collecting for reps?
Well, no final at the moment. They say 20% of sponsors generally come in after the race is done. So we have had a few people continue to sponsor us. So we've raised 8,100 as it stands. That was this morning when I looked. So fantastic, great, very pleased. I think that's the most that anyone's raised for that charity. But it's all about awareness for me. So,
just finally, would you do it again?
I'd like to do half marathons more, because I think I can enjoy those. Whereas a marathon is grueling. It's towards the end. It's just sheer determination and just wanting to get yourself over the line. So I never say never, but maybe not. I don't know. At this moment, it's quite raw, and my body's still hurting a bit. So the feeling is raw, but I don't know. At the moment, no, I don't. I probably won't do it again. But
well,
you never know.
Congratulations on this one, and well done.
Thank you.